You were promised a callback, so you waited. A day passed, then another. Still nothing. Now you're wondering, do I have to start this entire complaint all over again? Most people think someone simply forgot to call them. But here's the part that nobody realizes. The missed callback isn't the real problem. The real problem is that your case may have lost ownership. Today, I'm going to show you how callbacks get missed, the mistake most people make when they call back, the exact words to use, and what to do if it happens again. A missed callback doesn't always mean someone ignored you. Representatives finish their shifts, cases get reassigned, priorities change, internal work queues move. Sometimes the person who promised to call you back isn't the person handling your case anymore. But here's what most people don't realize. Once that happens, the callback becomes yesterday's promise instead of today's priority. The next representative sees an open case. They don't necessarily see an unfulfilled commitment. That's why so many customers feel like they're starting from the beginning. So they call back frustrated, then spend 15 or 20 minutes repeating everything they've already explained. Then they ask, why didn't anyone call me? That question feels reasonable, but it rarely moves the case forward. Here's where people accidentally lose the conversation. The discussion shifts from solving your problem to defending what happened. You're trying to prove someone dropped the ball. The representative is trying to move the case forward. Those are two different conversations. But here's the part that changes everything. You don't need to prove anything. You just need 3 sentences. Say, I was promised a callback that didn't happen. Then follow it with, I'd like that documented on my case, and I'd like to know what the next steps are to resolve my issue. Notice what changed. You're not asking anyone to reread weeks of notes. You're not restarting the complaint. You're identifying one specific failure. Then you're immediately bringing the conversation back to the one thing that still needs to happen. That gives the next representative something clear to act on. But what if they promise another callback and it never comes? Before ending the conversation, ask 2 questions. When should I expect that callback? Then ask, if I don't receive it, what reference should I use when I call back? Now you've created continuity. Instead of becoming another customer, the same story for the 3rd time. You've created a documented trail that the next representative can follow. That makes it much easier to keep your case moving forward. The goal was never the callback. The goal was always the resolution. A missed callback isn't the end of your complaint. It's simply another breakdown in the process. Bring the conversation back to the unfinished outcome. That's where your focus should stay. That's the human factor. And now you know what's actually happening and what to do about it.